Launching an exam in the PMP Exam Simulator is relatively straightforward. No matter where you are in the simulator, locate the exam menu entry, click on it, and you will end up on this page here. And you now have 9 exams to choose from. The first 8 exams are regular PMP exams, 200 questions, 4 hours in duration. They contain various question styles, various question types, and they follow the percentages from the domains, just like the real PMP exam. The 9th exam, however, is slightly different. As you can see, it says here ITTO questions only, also has a description here. And this exam was created because so many students always tell us that they want to be able to practice these ITTO questions, input, tool, techniques, and output questions, and be able to focus just on those. So here is an exam. 200 questions asking things like, which of the following is not an output of the Create WBS process? To start an exam, simply hold your mouse over the exam number and click on it. The exam will now launch in a new window, and this is full screen, so let me adjust this and make it so that it fits into the recording area. You are now in exam mode. This means that we are replicating the real PMP exam as closely as possible. Let's take a look at what we see on the screen. On the top left, you see your name, or in this particular case, my name. In the middle, you see which exam you have started, and on the right-hand side, you see how much time is left in this particular exam that you are taking. Because this is replicating the PMP exam as closely as possible, there is no way for you to pause or to stop the clock. Just like on the real exam, this is relentlessly ticking down towards 0. In the center of the screen, you see the main area with the question and the answers. This here is a short question. Some of them are quite long. Each question has 4 possible answers. However, only one of the 4 answers is correct. So when you select A and then decide, oh no, I would like to select B, only B is selected. But what if you are not sure? What if you're thinking, it could be A, no, I think it's B? Well, in that case, take a look at the top right there, just underneath the clock where you see the mark button. This button is provided, just like on the real exam, for you to mark it and say, I'm not sure, I have to come back to this one. So let's click it. And as soon as it is clicked, you can now see that it says unmarked. This is now for you a notice that you're not quite sure and you would like to come back to this question at a later time. Let us click on next and move on to the next question, where we select a answer at random here. We move forward to the next one and we just go through the exam in this fashion here. Now, did I select the correct answer in question 3 just a moment ago? Well, let's click on previous and go back here. And yeah, I think that could be the correct one. Obviously, I'm just selecting answers here at random. If you would like to get an overview at this time, where you are, what you have selected, which questions have you marked, click on the Show Grid button here. Now the grid appears and you see all the 200 questions in grid view. Let me scroll down all the way to the bottom, because at the bottom of the grid view we have a legend that shows you exactly what the various colors and the various symbols mean. But it's also quite straightforward. You'll see that at the top here in the first line, question 1 we have it marked, question 2 we answered B, question 3 we answered D, and the others, all in yellow, we haven't answered yet. So it's quite straightforward here. If you want to go back to question 1 and review it and unmark it, click on the Q1 button, make your selection. Yeah, I think B is correct. Unmark it, and going back to the grid, you can now see that these questions here are all answered without any marking. You can also click the Go Back button and it takes you back to the last question that you have previously been on. Last but not least, you may want to end the exam once you are done. The End Exam button at the bottom left, pretty straightforward, doesn't need much explanation. However, in this particular case, when you click on it, there is a pop-up warning that tells you, hey, there are questions in the exam that you haven't answered yet, or questions that you have marked yet. Are you sure you want to end the exam? Click the Go Back button if you say, oh no, I didn't want to click this, or click the End Exam button if you really want to end the exam at this time. And after a short while, the exam results are shown up on the screen. And unlucky me, my random selection of answers hasn't yielded any positive results. I didn't answer any of them correctly. If I now want to know why answer C is correct and not answer D, as I have chosen here, click on the Q3 button right here, and the system will take you back to the question, show you the answer that you have selected, show you the correct answer in green, and also give you an explanation at the bottom of the screen why this particular answer is the correct one and not the one that you have selected. This result examination report here that you see on the screen is also sent to you via email. And at the bottom of this, you will also notice that there are detailed results by domain and detailed results by knowledge area. In order for you to exit this particular screen here, what you will need to do is you will need to click on the red X at the top right of the screen. But be warned, because once you click the X, you cannot come back and select the detailed question explanations anymore. Once you close it, you are back at the start on the screen from where you started the original exam. And that's how you start an exam in the PMP Exam Simulator.